A sucker is a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit and you go, oh, I'm not going because this. Yeah, I think I can take him.
So be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, and I don't like them kind of individuals.
So 50 Cent just snapped on J Prince after J allegedly tried to kick him out of Houston, and 50 ain't backing down for nobody. This time, he's airing out all the shady moves J Prince allegedly made to extort him. Word on the street is that J Prince has been feeling the pressure and even sent some guys to mess with 50's business, but 50 clapped back instantly. He's clowning J Prince on Instagram, daring him to pull up if he's really about that life. Rumor has it, 50 Cent is holding some heavy receipts that could wreck J Prince's entire setup. Jay better think twice before poking this bear. Still, let's keep it real. J Prince has serious clout in Houston, and folks out there still ride for him hard. 50's got to keep his eyes open. For real. This showdown between these two heavyweights is about to get crazy. Let's get into it.
Anyway, extorting people. You know, money in that real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? Man, I don't want to impose or force myself.
50 Cent has been pressing J Prince for years, and their beef runs deep with real tension behind it. 50 made it clear he doesn't mess with J Prince's check-in program, while J Prince still sees himself as the boss of Houston. For the longest time, their beef stayed in their own zones, with 50 locked in New York and J Prince running Houston without any real challenges. They never truly crossed paths in person, so there wasn't a reason to take it further, unless they randomly ran into each other in the streets, which barely happened. But now, everything's flipped. When 50 Cent decided to take the fight straight to J Prince's front yard, he didn't just pull up to Houston for a weekend, he moved his whole empire down there. At first, he let folks know with a tweet, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now, I'll explain later." Boom, one reason, taxes. Texas has way lower taxes, and 50 was tired of getting drained by New York's 62% tax hikes that were slicing up his business profits. Like most smart business folks, 50 found a way to dodge Uncle Sam's long reach, but that wasn't the only play he had in mind. He'd been saying he wanted to lock in with Houston's hip-hop scene, and let's be real, Houston is a beast when it comes to rap, trap, and street culture. 50 is a smart businessman, always looking at the next bag. He saw investing in Houston as a power move to secure those big checks once the money started flowing. Plus, people have been saying 50 moved to Houston to push his Branson Cognac even harder. Remember when he was popping up at all the liquor stores in H-Town, showing off them bottles like trophies? Some folks think he saw the Houston streets as the perfect market for his brand, and moving there made it easier to lock in sales. But J Prince wasn't feeling any of that. Jay was big mad, feeling like 50 was stepping into his kingdom without showing proper respect. Allegedly, J Prince tried to force 50 to check in by sending his crew to pressure him, trying to make 50 cough up stacks just to move around Houston. But 50 wasn't going for none of that. He let J Prince know real quick that he rolls with his own security and wasn't about to let Jay run his pockets under the name of checking in.
You know what's a sucker to me? A sucker is a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I called J Prince in the mouth.
50 made it clear he wasn't about to be extorted no matter what. So, when he called J Prince out publicly, that made Jay even hotter under the collar. Word on the street is that J Prince tried to hit 50 with a no-fly zone in Houston, but it didn't stick because 50 made it crystal clear he ain't scared of street politics. And get this, 50 wasn't ducking or hiding to keep J Prince calm. He was out there in the open, moving around, handling business, and even setting up ways to give back to the community. One of his biggest plays, 50 had major plans to open a brand new film studio for GUnit Film and TV in Houston, dropping around $20 million to bring the vision to life. But then, out of nowhere, he pumped the brakes on the Houston spot and shifted the entire project to Shreveport, Louisiana instead.
So Melcy, you may not know this, you had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same, they embraced me good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here, like even the tax incentive was.
This was around 2022, about a year after 50 touchdown in Houston, and the city was showing him mad love. The mayor even gave 50 his own key to the city and a whole 50-cent day to celebrate him. It all went down during Houston's Thanksgiving Day parade. And Mayor Sylvester Turner was out there giving 50 his flowers, calling him one of the most impactful people in the city. He praised 50 as a philanthropist, rapper, artist, and businessman who's been helping the city in real ways, especially high schoolers, turning them into young hustlers through his GUnit program. The mayor then stamped November 24th as 50 Cent Day, telling him he would always have a home in Houston. The energy from the crowd was real, and you could feel the love pouring out as the city claimed 50 as one of their own, and 50 returned. The energy with a powerful acceptance speech.
Came to the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his GUnit program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence. And so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Woo! Now before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
While 50 was getting crowned in the middle of the parade, J. Prince was somewhere gritting his teeth and punching walls because 50 was stepping up as the new boss in his city. But let's keep it real, the facts speak for themselves. It's clear why 50 Cent got the keys to the city, while J. Prince gets treated like just another street boss. Since 50 touched down in Houston, he's been putting his money to work, lifting up the community and backing welfare programs through his GUnit Foundation. For example, he launched the GUnit Business Lab, a program built to teach high school students in the Houston Independent School District how to hustle the right way, with real entrepreneurial skills. And 50 didn't stop there. He locked himself into Houston's sports and entertainment scene, making sure his Sire Spirits brand landed partnerships with the Rockets, Astros, and Texans. In 2022, he even hosted the first ever Houston Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival, bringing the city major energy and business opportunities. That same year, he teamed up with the Rockets to give out 1,000 free turkeys to local families for Thanksgiving, making sure folks had something to eat for the holiday. And he wasn't done yet. In 2023, 50 donated $850,000 worth of toys at a holiday event, helping the citywide club reach its goal of giving away 100,000 toys to kids all over Houston. Then, in 2024, he stepped up again, helping raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity, even auctioning off 2 oversized bottles of his La Chaman du ROI champagne to add to the pot. That event ended up pulling in $6 million, breaking records for the organization.
20, but then I get 25.
Matter of fact, God darn it, 50 Cent, get out here.
Come on.
You all.
Woo! If I was your best friend, I want you out.
I know all the time I've spent with him, we've had some great times. He even tried to sell me some fleas one night.
I gotta hang out with the people that can buy this stuff from me. I think Johnny might be on.
Can't deny the impact the 50s had on Houston, and the city shows him mad love for it. Meanwhile, let's look at J. Prince and his Mob Ties crew. Where do we even start? Instead of building opportunities for the people, J. Prince has spent years turning his name into a tool of fear, pressing artists who want to come to Houston under the name of protection, while stacking up his street reputation. After J. Prince crowned himself the king of H-Town, he claimed it was his job to protect any artist pulling up to the city so they wouldn't get robbed. Sounds solid, right? Well, it does, until you realize it's all a front for a slick extortion game. J. Prince and his crew run this checking and hustle where artists coming to Houston gotta see J first and pay respects before they can move around safely.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
It's not just a friendly visit. Artists are usually expected to drop fat stacks of cash, with Jay claiming it's for protection, so their chains and valuables don't get snatched in the streets. And if anything does get taken, Jay says he can get it back for them. What they don't tell you in the fine print is that these artists don't really get to choose whether they pay or not. If they refuse, thinking their own security got them covered, J. Prince's crew allegedly sets them up, and they end up getting jumped and robbed anyway. NBA YoungBoy found out the hard way when he decided not to check in while in Houston, and it cost him big time. Y was in Houston on business, and while he was out, 2 goons broke into his spot and grabbed some of his chains, cash, and keys to his whips. Then the robbers hit up YB, demanding a $30,000 ransom to get his stuff back. But YB wasn't going for it. He fired back at them, calling them out and saying they were just foolish kids trying to play games.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't you flunked out. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got? Nigga, started that cap. Man. Capping, bro. They don't believe anything. You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You bitch ass niggas on this bitch like y'all stole something.
Out of nowhere, J Prince jumps into the mix. He tagged YB in an IG video, saying the robbers dropped the stolen goods off too. Him and told Y to hit him up if he wanted his things back.
The little homie young boy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit, so get in contact with us, bro. Get your shit back.